Hey dudes, what's up? It's me, OK Kyle, the best beard on the entire internet. Today, we're going to be looking at YouTube kids content. Kids content is a lot like depression. Just when you think it's gone, it creeps up on you when you least expect it, and it comes in a new hideous form. So last night, as I lied awake at 3 a.m., having yet another existential crisis about what I'm doing with my life and what direction it's going to go, my brain decided, hey, now's a good time to watch some YouTube videos. As I was watching, I fell down this weird rabbit hole of finding and watching animation aimed at kids. And I think I stumbled across the weirdest kids channel on YouTube. I don't mean that to be hyperbolic. It's fucking terrible. This content is very reminiscent of the Spider-Man Elsa porn videos that were getting millions of views back in 2016. But what if I told you there was an animated channel doing the same exact thing, only worse somehow? This content never left, it was only hibernating. Meet Slimecat, an animation channel that sprung up last year in the summer of 2021 and garnered close to 2.5 million subscribers in such a short amount of time. This channel is animation in the same way that an Amazon warehouse is called a fulfillment center. Don't fucking lie to me, you liar. You big, are you Paul Giamatti? Because you're a big fat fucking liar. One of my working theories is that by using recognizable IPs that kids love and know, this channel is able to bring in millions of views and exploit the YouTube algorithm to get a bigger paycheck. You know, characters like Five Nights at Freddy's, SpongeBob, Minion Vomit Play. This content is the animated equivalent of, let's say, Troom Troom, because they produce daily dogshit content served on a silver platter, and people eat this shit up for some fucking reason. Maybe that's why Russia decided to invade the Ukraine. Putin was sitting in his office one day, bored out of his mind, wishing his bear wife was with him. And then he went on Social Blade and looked at the numbers Troom Troom was bringing in on a daily basis and decided, yeah, I went in on this. So, obviously, the next logical step to take is to invade one of your neighboring countries and start a war. But hey, as long as Putin is getting his $5 every month, killing and displacing thousands was totally justifiable. People will do anything for that sweet, sweet YouTube revenue. We're gonna watch 2 videos at random, just so I can illustrate my point, just how fucking weird and bizarre this channel actually is. This one is just straight up weird, and I'm going to try my best to summarize what happens without my brain exploding out of my skull cave. It's gonna make sense, I swear. One day under the sea, SpongeBob and friends are just minding their own business when they're suddenly attacked by a vampire and a werewolf. That's a sentence I just read out loud, and the more times I say it, the more I question my life decisions. There's nothing but pain in these eyes. Oh, but wait, there's more. Yeah, you just saw that. Look at this. SpongeBob has a big, fat, fucking dumper of an ass. Look at that thing. So many holes, so many possibilities. Because, you know, when I think of kids content, the first thing I think of is SpongeBob's succulent Georgia peach ass. God fucking damn, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing wasting a perfectly good afternoon talking about SpongeBob's perfectly sculpted ass? I should be having fun, you know, enjoying life. But here I am, imagining SpongeBob using my nose as a grindstone. Is it bad that I want SpongeBob to break my nose? Is that a weird thing to say?
Probably.
Sorry to the 2 people that watched this video, I'm having my hourly existential crisis. If I was in a Pokemon game right now, I would use my escape rope to finally leave this mortal coil. But nope, here I am, existing in this nightmare we call reality. Yay me! I dream of death every day. Then they're forced to play a game in order to get a golden cheeseburger? What the fuck am I even saying?
Look at the pain in its eyes.
Let the games begin!
This is madness. This is pure fucking unadulterated insanity. It's like Mad Libs in real time. So then SpongeBob and Sandy have to race each other to the top of the hill where they're greeted by this random guy. I don't know who he is, and I don't really fucking care. My brain turned off a long time ago and is screaming for the sweet release of a bullet to the head. But then Sandy turns around, unleashing a brown turret fire like an American helicopter patrol mowing down innocent Vietnamese villagers during the war.
Fucking what?
And before they can savor their victory, a random chicken appears out of nowhere with a menacing glare. Now, you're probably thinking what I was thinking after watching this video. What's going to happen next? Is there going to be another nonsensical game that makes no fucking sense and the rules happen as they go? Nope. None of that happens. I know you're disappointed. The sun rises. SpongeBob and Sandy turn to ash and die. The end. I was expecting something weird or inexplicably stupid to happen next. Honestly, I haven't been this let down in a long time. It's like the time I tried to disprove gravity by hanging myself from a tree. The only thing accomplished that day was providing evidence to the contrary. It's safe to say that gravity let me down really hard that day. I'm gonna sound like a boomer for a second, but
Boomer alert! Boomer alert! Watch out! We have reports of a boomer in this chat!
when I was a kid, there were only two ways of watching cartoons. Either waking up really early on a Saturday to watch Kids WB, or by going on channels like Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, or Nickelodeon. But over the past few years, the doors have opened and kids have access to streaming platforms where they can watch their favorite cartoon media. So my question is, why would a kid who has access to a myriad of streaming platforms, why would they go on YouTube and watch a Slimecat video? What exactly does this channel offer in terms of entertainment? Cartoon Network had this amazing renaissance in the 2010s with amazing shows like Adventure Time, Regular Show, OKKO, Craig of the Creek, Infinity Train. Even Disney had shows like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Gravity Falls, Owl House. Nickelodeon has SpongeBob, I guess? But Viacom's been beating that dead horse for years now. Even a dead horse provides something when it's turned into glue. That's something that can't be said about a Slimecat video. Kids' content in the past decade has shown just how amazing it can be when the people behind it actually give a shit about their craft. They tell a story. It serves a purpose. It's entertaining. Just because it's labeled as for kids doesn't mean it has to be fucking garbage. Kids' content deserves to be better and respect their growing intelligence instead of being a quick fucking cash grab. Especially on this landfill called YouTube. Home to nothing but absolute fucking garbage. It's a place where freaks like James Charles can openly admit he wants to sleep with underage boys and sniff their armpit hair. That's a thing he said at one point in time. YouTube, where brain-dead fuckwits like FaZe Banks can constantly promote crypto scams and get away with it. YouTube, we have no fucking standards. Except when companies threaten to pull their advertisements off of our platform, then we care because we will be losing our money. And we don't like that. So this video starts off as normal as it can possibly be. A pregnant woman playing her guitar walks down the street and then is hit by a fucking car and dies. That's as family friendly as it gets. Vehicular manslaughter is so kid friendly. It's like a Dr. Seuss book. Who doesn't love watching pregnant women get mowed down by cars? I know I do. People drink coffee to get their day started. Me? Vehicular manslaughter gives me the same endorphin rush as caffeine. Watching people get hit by cars and the trauma their loved ones have to deal with seems to be a reoccurring theme, along with pregnancies. Is that what kids are into? Stretch marks, hormone influxes, varicose veins, and swollen ankles? This shit's fucking hot. Judging by some of these thumbnails, the answer is yes. Why? Pregnant women and manslaughter. Those are two words that don't belong in the same thought, but they do because I watched this video. It's a lot like, let me think. Oh, here's a good example. Beans on toast. Side tangent. Britton, come here. Come a little closer. Yeah, I want to have a conversation with you. What the fuck is wrong with your country? Which of you snaggletooth goblins looked at a piece of boring-ass white bread and thought, you know what would complement this piece of toast remarkably, Martha? Fucking beans! Like I'm American, eating disgusting shit is in my DNA. We look like Sen's parents from Spirited Away, slowly morphing into fat fucking pigs. At least my brain works properly. When I look at a saltine cracker, my first inclination is that, you know what goes good with this? Anchovies. Fucking anchovies, dude. Salty cracker and anchovies, fucking delicious. Compliments to the fucking chef. You're an island of inbred Neanderthals and depression. What the fuck is wrong with you? So time goes on, and Freddy Stardust Fazbear is now a single dad, and has turned the mom's keytar into a scooter for his kid.
Please buy a kickboard.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Because those are skills you acquire when being an animatronic mascot for a children's pizza chain restaurant. The kid's happy, he's enjoying life, look at this little shit, the end. No, of course not. Freddy turns away for 1 second to wash his hands. Then his kid rides into the middle of the street, and you're never gonna guess what happens. The kid almost gets into a car accident because of course he does. It makes the most sense. I love watching kids die. Whenever I see one cross the street, I cross my fingers, get on my knees, and say a silent prayer, hoping that a car comes and sends one of these little crotch goblins flailing like a rag doll midair. Whenever I'm feeling like a piece of shit human being, I put on The Boy in the Striped Pajamas or The Grave of Fireflies for a good laugh because I'm an asshole and a terrible human being deep down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I love watching kids die. Kids deserve better than this trash, this rotting collection of refuse that permeates the sewers of YouTube. Now, this is the end of the video, and I want to thank you for spending your precious time on this planet watching this video. If you have anyone you'd like to see in a future video, feel free to comment down below on who you found. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and liking. You would be an awesome person for doing that in my book. So, with that being said, I bid you adieu until the next video.